Question 1. What is a responsibility associated with the right to vote in Canada? Encouraging others to vote, supporting political parties financially, voting in federal, provincial, or territorial and local elections, avoiding discussions about politics. The correct answer is voting in federal, provincial, or territorial and local elections. This choice directly refers to a citizen's duty to participate in the democratic process, which is a fundamental responsibility associated with the right to vote in Canada. Engaging in voting helps ensure that all levels of government reflect the will and interests of the population. Question 2. Which of the following is cited as an essential aspect of Canadian citizenship responsibilities aimed at preserving the country's natural and cultural heritage? Conserving personal resources, enjoying personal freedoms, protecting and enjoying Canada's heritage and environment, avoiding involvement in community activities. The correct answer is protecting and enjoying Canada's heritage and environment. This response emphasizes the importance of safeguarding and appreciating Canada's rich cultural heritage and natural environment as a key responsibility of citizenship. It underscores the collective duty to preserve these assets for future generations. Question 3. Why is serving on a jury considered a privilege in Canada? It allows citizens to avoid other civic duties. It ensures impartiality in the justice system. It grants individuals special legal privileges. It provides financial compensation to participants. The correct answer is, it ensures impartiality in the justice system. Serving on a jury is considered a privilege because it plays a crucial role in upholding the integrity and fairness of the judicial process in Canada. By involving ordinary citizens in the decision-making process, the system aims to reflect a broad range of societal perspectives, thereby ensuring that justice is administered impartially. Question 4. When did the House of Commons recognize the Quebecois as a nation within Canada? 2000, 2006, 2010, 2015. The correct answer is 2006. The House of Commons of Canada passed a motion recognizing the Quebecois as a nation within a united Canada on November 27, 2006. This recognition was an important cultural acknowledgement and affirmed the unique identity and heritage of the Quebecois people within the Canadian Federation. Question 5. How long have Anglo-Quebecers been part of Quebec's heritage? 100 years, 200 years, 250 years, 300 years. The correct answer is 250 years. Anglo-Quebecers have been a significant part of Quebec's heritage for approximately 250 years, contributing to the cultural, economic, and social landscape of the province throughout its history. Question 6. What is expected of newcomers in Canada regarding democratic principles? Embrace violent ideologies, promote extreme prejudices, reject the rule of law, embrace democratic principles such as the rule of law. The correct answer is embrace democratic principles such as the rule of law. This highlights the expectation for newcomers in Canada to uphold and respect the fundamental democratic values that are integral to Canadian society, including justice, fairness, and equality before the law. Question 7. What should immigrants to Canada leave behind regarding their past experiences? Their cultural heritage, their experiences of conflict and warfare, their family ties, their personal beliefs. The correct answer is their experiences of conflict and warfare. This response reflects the expectation that immigrants to Canada should leave behind any past involvement in conflicts or warfare, aligning with the Canadian values of peace, order, and good government. Embracing a peaceful lifestyle is encouraged as part of integrating into the diverse and inclusive society of Canada. Question 8. Which groups are mentioned as part of Canada's growing religious diversity? Christians and Jews, Muslims and Sikhs, Hindus and Buddhists, Protestants and Catholics. The correct answer is Muslims and Sikhs. This reflects the increasing diversity of Canada's religious landscape, highlighting the significant and growing presence of Muslim and Sikh communities within the country's multicultural fabric. Question 9. What geographical area did the French Empire in North America reach from? Gulf of California to the Great Lakes, Atlantic Ocean to the Mississippi River, Hudson Bay to the Caribbean Sea, Hudson Bay to the Gulf of Mexico. The correct answer is Hudson Bay to the Gulf of Mexico. This range illustrates the vast territorial claims of the French Empire in North America during its height, spanning major parts of what is now Canada and extending down through the central United States to the Gulf of Mexico. This area was a significant part of the French colonial empire before it was ceded to Britain and Spain in the mid-18th century. Question 10. Who famously refused to surrender Quebec to the English in 1690? Pierre Le Moyne, Sieur d'Iberville, Sir Guy Carleton, Lord Dorchester, Count Frontenac, Jacques Cartier. The correct answer is Count Frontenac. Count Frontenac is known for his defiant refusal to surrender Quebec to the English when they demanded its capitulation in 1690. His strong leadership and resolve were crucial in maintaining French control over Quebec during that period. Question 11. What was Count Frontenac's defiant response when asked to surrender Quebec? I surrender peacefully. I will negotiate terms of surrender. My only reply will be from the mouths of my cannons. I will consider your offer. The correct answer is, my only reply will be from the mouths of my cannons. This famous quote from Count Frontenac reflects his strong and defiant stance against surrendering Quebec to the English during the siege of 1690. It symbolizes his commitment to defending the city at all costs, marking a memorable moment in Canadian history. Question 12. Who was a great hero of New France, winning many victories over the English in the late 17th and early 18th centuries? Sir Guy Carleton, Lord Dorchester, Pierre Le Moyne, Sieur d'Iberville, Count Frontenac, Jacques Cartier. The correct answer is Pierre Le Moyne, Sieur d'Iberville. Pierre Le Moyne d'Iberville was a prominent figure in New France, known for his military prowess and multiple victories against the English during the late 17th and early 18th centuries. His actions significantly contributed to the defense and expansion of French territories in North America during that time. Question 13. Which English governor defended the rights of the Canadians and defeated an American military invasion of Quebec in 1775? Pierre Le Moyne, Sieur d'Iberville, Count Frontenac, Sir Guy Carleton, Lord Dorchester, Jacques Cartier. The correct answer is Sir Guy Carleton, Lord Dorchester. Sir Guy Carleton, also known as Lord Dorchester, was the governor who played a key role in defending the rights of the Canadians and repelling the American invasion of Quebec in 1775. His leadership during this critical period helped to maintain British control over Quebec. Question 14. What role did Sir Guy Carleton, Lord Dorchester, play in 1782–83? He led the American military invasion of Quebec. He negotiated the surrender of Quebec to the English. He supervised the Loyalist migration to Nova Scotia and Quebec. He won victories over the English in the Caribbean. The correct answer is, he supervised the Loyalist migration to Nova Scotia and Quebec. Sir Guy Carleton, Lord Dorchester, played a critical role in facilitating and supervising the migration of Loyalists to Nova Scotia and Quebec during the post-American Revolutionary War period helping to establish new settlements and support the displaced populations. Question 15. What exclusive trading rights did King Charles II grant to the Hudson's Bay Company in 1670? Exclusive trading rights over the watershed draining into Hudson Bay. Exclusive trading rights over the Mississippi River. Exclusive trading rights over the Great Lakes region. Exclusive trading rights over the Pacific Northwest. The correct answer is exclusive trading rights over the watershed draining into Hudson Bay. In 1670, King Charles II granted the Hudson's Bay Company a royal charter that gave them exclusive trading rights over all the lands that drained into Hudson Bay. This was a significant development in the economic and colonial history of Canada. Question 16. What rights did the Quebec Act of 1774 grant to Catholics in the province? Religious freedom and the permission to hold public office, the right to own land and businesses, the right to bear arms, the right to self-governance. The correct answer is religious freedom and the permission to hold public office. This law was significant as it allowed Catholics in Quebec, which had been under French control before being ceded to Britain, to participate more fully in public life and governance under British rule. This act was part of the efforts to stabilize and integrate the province following its acquisition by the British. Question 17. What legal systems did the Quebec Act restore and maintain in Quebec? French civil law and British criminal law, English common law and French criminal law, Indigenous customary law and British civil law, Canadian statutory law and American criminal law. The correct answer is French civil law and British criminal law. The Quebec Act of 1774 restored and maintained the French civil law system for private law matters such as property and contracts, while British criminal law was established for public law matters such as criminal offenses. This duality aimed to accommodate the legal traditions of both French and English settlers in Quebec. Question 18. What event occurred in 1776 that led to the formation of the United States and the migration of Loyalists to Nova Scotia and Quebec? What event occurred in 1776 that led to the formation of the United States and the migration of Loyalists to Nova Scotia and Quebec? The Declaration of Independence by the 13 British colonies to the south of Quebec. The signing of the Treaty of Paris, the Louisiana Purchase. The Boston Tea Party. The correct answer is the Declaration of Independence by the 13 British colonies to the south of Quebec. In 1776, the 13 British colonies in North America declared their independence from British rule through the Declaration of Independence. This event led to the formation of the United States as a sovereign nation. As a result of the American Revolutionary War and the political unrest, many Loyalists who remained loyal to the British Crown migrated to British North America, including Nova Scotia and Quebec. Question 19. Who were the individuals loyal to the Crown, known as Loyalists, who fled the oppression of the American Revolution to settle in Nova Scotia and Quebec? More than 40,000 people. More than 10,000 people. More than 100,000 people. More than 1,000 people. The correct answer is more than 40,000 people. During the American Revolution, more than 40,000 Loyalists who remained loyal to the British Crown fled the oppression and persecution in the newly formed United States. They sought refuge in British North America, particularly in Nova Scotia and Quebec, where they hoped to continue their allegiance to the British monarchy. Question 20. Who led thousands of Loyalist Mohawk Indians into Canada during the American Revolution? Joseph Brant, Tecumseh, Sitting Bull, Geronimo. The correct answer is Joseph Brant. Joseph Brant, also known as Thayendanegea, was a Mohawk leader who led thousands of Loyalist Mohawk Indians into Canada during the American Revolution. He was a prominent figure in Native American history and played a significant role in diplomatic and military affairs during the tumultuous period of the American Revolutionary War. Question 21. What were the various origins and religious backgrounds of the Loyalists who migrated to Nova Scotia and Quebec? Dutch, German, British, Scandinavian, Aboriginal, and others with Presbyterian, Anglican, Baptist, Methodist, Jewish, Quaker, and Catholic religious backgrounds. French, Spanish, British, Scandinavian, Aboriginal, and others with Catholic, Protestant, and Muslim religious backgrounds. Dutch, German, French, Scandinavian, Aboriginal, and others with Catholic, Protestant, and Hindu religious backgrounds. British, American, African, Asian, and others with Protestant, Catholic, and Buddhist religious backgrounds. The correct answer is Dutch, German, British, Scandinavian, Aboriginal, and others with Presbyterian, Anglican, Baptist, Methodist, Jewish, Quaker, and Catholic religious backgrounds. The Loyalists who migrated to Nova Scotia and Quebec came from diverse ethnic and religious backgrounds, including Dutch, German, British, Scandinavian, and Aboriginal origins. They practiced various religions such as Presbyterian, Anglican, Baptist, Methodist, Jewish, Quaker, and Catholicism, reflecting the multicultural and religiously diverse nature of the Loyalist communities in British North America. Question 22. Who was the first woman publisher in Canada known for her activism in the abolition of slavery? Mary Ann Shadd Cary, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Elizabeth Cady Stanton. The correct answer is Mary Ann Shadd Cary. Mary Ann Shadd Cary was the first woman publisher in Canada and an influential figure in the abolitionist movement. She established and edited the Provincial Freeman, a newspaper that advocated for the abolition of slavery and promoted equal rights for African Americans and women. Cary was a pioneering journalist, educator, and activist who played a significant role in the fight against slavery and the advancement of civil rights in North America. It was Laura Seikert's dangerous journey on foot to warn Lieutenant James Fitzgibbon of the planned American attack. 19 miles, 30 kilometers, 10 miles, 16 kilometers, 25 miles, 40 kilometers, 50 miles, 80 kilometers. The correct answer is 19 miles, 30 kilometers. Laura Secord undertook a perilous journey of 19 miles, 30 kilometers on foot to warn Lieutenant James Fitzgibbon of the planned American attack during the War of 1812. Despite the challenges and dangers she faced along the way, Secord's courageous act played a crucial role in enabling the British forces to prepare and ultimately thwart the American assault at the Battle of Beaver Dams. Question 24. What was Agnes MacPhail's occupation before becoming the first woman MP? Farmer and teacher, doctor and lawyer, journalist and engineer, politician and activist. The correct answer is farmer and teacher. Agnes MacPhail was a farmer and teacher before becoming the first woman Member of Parliament, MP, in Canada. She was a progressive activist and politician who advocated for various social reforms, including prison reform, workers' rights, and women's suffrage. MacPhail's commitment to social justice and her pioneering role as the first woman MP paved the way for greater gender equality and representation in Canadian politics. Question 25. In which year did Agnes MacPhail become the first woman MP? 1921, 1910, 1930, 1940. The correct answer is 1921. Agnes MacPhail became the first woman Member of Parliament, MP, in Canada in the year 1921. She was elected as the representative for the riding of Grey South East in Ontario, making history as the first woman to sit in the House of Commons. MacPhail's election marked a significant milestone for women's participation in Canadian politics and paved the way for future generations of women to enter the political arena. Question 26. What was the voting eligibility criteria for individuals at the time of Confederation? Property-owning adult white males, all adult citizens, property-owning adult males of any race, all adult white males. The correct answer is property-owning adult white males. At the time of Confederation, the voting eligibility criteria in Canada were restricted to property-owning adult white males. This meant that only adult men who owned a certain amount of property and were of European descent were allowed to vote in elections. This criterion excluded a significant portion of the population, including women, indigenous peoples, and non-white individuals, from participating in the electoral process. Question 27. Who was the founder of the women's suffrage movement in Canada? Dr. Emily Stowe, Agnes MacPhail, Thérèse Casgrain, Sir Robert Borden. The correct answer is Dr. Emily Stowe. Dr. Emily Stowe was the founder of the women's suffrage movement in Canada. She was a pioneering Canadian physician, educator, and suffragist who advocated for women's rights and suffrage in the late 19th century. Stowe's efforts laid the groundwork for the women's suffrage movement in Canada, leading to significant advancements in women's rights, and eventually culminating in women gaining the right to vote federally in 1918. Question 28. Which province was the first to grant voting rights to women? Manitoba, Quebec, Ontario, Alberta. The correct answer is Manitoba. This province was the trailblazer in Canada for women's suffrage, granting women the right to vote in 1916. This significant milestone paved the way for other provinces to follow suit in acknowledging and empowering the rights of women in political spheres. Question 29. Who was the first woman MP in Canada? Agnes MacPhail, Dr. Emily Stowe, Thérèse Casgrain, Sir Robert Borden. The correct answer is Agnes MacPhail. She was a trailblazer in Canadian politics, becoming the first woman to be elected to the Canadian House of Commons in 1921. Question 30. What was the criteria for women to initially gain the right to vote in federal elections in Canada in 1917? Nurses at the battlefront and women related to men in active wartime service, women over the age of 30, women who owned property, women who were married. The correct answer is nurses at the battlefront and women related to men in active wartime service. This highlights the significant role women played during wartime, contributing directly to the war effort, which facilitated their initial participation in the electoral process. Question 31. Who played a significant role in advocating for women's voting rights in Quebec, leading to its implementation in 1940? Thérèse Casgrain, Agnes MacPhail, Dr. Emily Stowe, Sir Robert Borden. The correct answer is Thérèse Casgrain. She played a pivotal role in leading the campaign for women's suffrage in Quebec, contributing significantly to the granting of voting rights to women in the province in 1940. Question 32. When were most Canadian female citizens aged 21 and over granted the right to vote in federal elections? 1918, 1921, 1916, 1940. The correct answer is 1918. In this year, most Canadian women aged 21 and over were granted the right to vote in federal elections, marking a significant milestone in the country's history of advancing women's rights. This legislative change was a pivotal moment in the ongoing struggle for gender equality in Canada. Question 33. What was the significance of the capture of Juno Beach for Canada? It demonstrated Canada's contribution to the Allied victory in Europe. It marked the end of the war. It secured Canada's independence. It established Canada as a global superpower. The correct answer is, it demonstrated Canada's contribution to the Allied victory in Europe. This captures how critical the role of Canadian forces was during the D-Day landings, emphasizing their valor and the significant impact these efforts had on the course of World War II in Europe. Question 34. What was the significance of the D-Day invasion for Canada? It marked the beginning of the end of Nazi occupation in Europe. It demonstrated Canada's significant contribution to the Allied victory in Europe. It secured Canada's independence from Nazi Germany. It established Canada as a global military superpower. The correct answer is, it demonstrated Canada's significant contribution to the Allied victory in Europe. Canada's participation in the D-Day invasion was a crucial element in the broader Allied operations in World War II, highlighting its significant military contribution to the liberation of Europe from Nazi control. This event remains a proud and poignant chapter in Canadian history. Question 35. How many Canadian troops participated in the storming and capture of Juno Beach on D-Day? 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000. The correct answer is 15,000. This reflects the significant number of Canadian forces committed to the D-Day operations, underlining Canada's crucial role in this pivotal moment of World War II. Question 36. What was the outcome of the Canadian Army's efforts during World War II in terms of liberating territories? Liberation of Italy, liberation of the Netherlands, both of the above, none of the above. The correct answer is both of the above. Canadian forces played a pivotal role in the liberation of both Italy and the Netherlands during World War II, marking significant contributions to the Allied efforts in these regions. Question 37. Approximately what proportion of Allied soldiers on D-Day were Canadian? 1 in 5, 1 in 10, 1 in 15, 1 in 20. The correct answer is 1 in 10. This highlights the significant contribution of Canadian forces in the D-Day operations, representing a notable portion of the Allied effort to secure a foothold in Normandy, which was crucial for the further advancement into occupied Europe. Question 38. How did the Second World War begin? When Adolf Hitler invaded Poland and conquered much of Europe? When Japan attacked Pearl Harbor? When Italy declared war on the Allies? When the Soviet Union invaded Finland? The correct answer is when Adolf Hitler invaded Poland and conquered much of Europe. This marks the widely recognized start of World War II in Europe, beginning on September 1, 1939, when Germany invaded Poland. This event prompted Britain and France to declare war on Germany, officially beginning the conflict that would engulf much of the globe. Question 39. What was the population of Canada and Newfoundland during the Second World War? 5 million, 8 million, 11.5 million, 15 million. The correct answer is 11.5 million. During the Second World War, the population of Canada and Newfoundland combined was approximately 11.5 million. This number reflects the significant contribution and sacrifices made by the Canadian population, given the size of the country during the conflict. Question 40. How many Canadians and Newfoundlanders served in the Second World War? 500,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. The correct answer is 1 million. This number reflects the significant contribution of Canadians and Newfoundlanders to the Allied war efforts during the Second World War, representing a considerable percentage of the population at the time.
Question 41. What was the outcome of the failed raid on Dieppe in 1942? A. Success in capturing Nazi-controlled territory. B. A significant loss of Canadian lives. C. Establishment of a beachhead in France. D. Surrender of the German forces. The correct answer is B. A significant loss of Canadian lives. The Dieppe raid in 1942 resulted in a significant loss of Canadian lives without achieving its primary military objectives. This raid provided critical lessons for the planning of future Allied amphibious operations, including the D-Day invasion. Question 42. What was the role of the Royal Canadian Air Force, RCAF, during the Second World War? A. Primarily involved in ground combat. B. Played a key role in the Battle of Britain and provided a high proportion of Commonwealth aircrew. C. Provided naval support in the Pacific Theater. D. Conducted covert operations behind enemy lines. The correct answer is B. Played a key role in the Battle of Britain and provided a high proportion of Commonwealth aircrew. The Royal Canadian Air Force was instrumental during the Second World War, particularly noted for its significant contribution to the Battle of Britain, where many Canadian pilots fought alongside their Commonwealth counterparts. This role was crucial in maintaining control of the skies over Britain, significantly impacting the overall war effort. Question 43. What was the Royal Canadian Navy's role during the Second World War? A. Protecting convoys of merchant ships against German submarines. B. Engaging in aerial combat in the Pacific Theater. C. Conducting ground operations in Europe. D. Providing medical support to Allied troops. The correct answer is A. Protecting convoys of merchant ships against German submarines. During the Second World War, the Royal Canadian Navy played a crucial role in protecting convoys of merchant ships traversing the Atlantic Ocean. These convoys were vital for supplying the Allied forces, and the Canadian Navy was instrumental in defending them against attacks by German U-boats, thus maintaining vital supply lines throughout the war. Question 44. What was the significance of Canada's merchant navy during the Second World War? A. Leading ground offensives in Europe. B. Providing medical assistance to Allied troops. C. Resupplying Britain with essential goods. D. Conducting reconnaissance missions in the Pacific Theater. The correct answer is C. Resupplying Britain with essential goods. Canada's merchant navy played a critical role during the Second World War by ensuring the continuous flow of essential goods, munitions, and food to Britain. This support was vital for maintaining Britain's war effort and enabled it to stand firm against Axis powers. The merchant navy braved treacherous sea conditions and enemy attacks, notably from German U-boats, to fulfill their mission, making a significant contribution to the Allied victory. Question 45. Which event marked the end of the Pacific War? A. Surrender of Germany. B. Japan's invasion of the Aleutian Islands. C. Japan's attack on a lighthouse on Vancouver Island. D. Japan's surrender on August 14, 1945. The correct answer is D. Japan's surrender on August 14, 1945. Japan's surrender on August 14, 1945 marked the official end of the Pacific War, which was part of the broader scope of World War II. This event followed the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and led to the signing of the formal surrender documents on September 2, 1945, aboard the USS Missouri in Tokyo Bay, effectively ending the conflict. Question 46. What are individuals joining when seeking to become a citizen of Canada? A. A closed community. B. A country with limited opportunities. C. A country that will continue to grow and thrive with their active participation. D. A declining nation. The correct answer is C. A country that will continue to grow and thrive with their active participation. Becoming a citizen of Canada means joining a nation that is known for its diversity, inclusivity, and ongoing growth. New citizens are encouraged to participate actively in societal development, thereby contributing to Canada's prosperity and dynamic cultural landscape. This participation is crucial in shaping a thriving future for the country. Question 47. How can individuals contribute to Canada's growth and prosperity? A. By staying passive and uninvolved. B. By ignoring challenges. C. By actively participating in the community and country. D. By relying solely on the government. The correct answer is C. By actively participating in the community and country. Active participation in community and national affairs is a key way individuals can contribute to the growth and prosperity of Canada. This involves engaging in civic duties, volunteering, being informed about national issues, and participating in democratic processes. Such involvement ensures a vibrant, responsive, and inclusive society. Question 48. What are the three key facts about Canada's system of government? A. It is a unitary state, a direct democracy, and a presidential republic. B. It is a federal state, a parliamentary democracy, and a constitutional monarchy. C. It is a confederation, a representative democracy, and a republic. D. It is an empire, a theocracy, and a direct monarchy. The correct answer is B. It is a federal state, a parliamentary democracy, and a constitutional monarchy. Canada's government is structured as a federal state, meaning powers and responsibilities are divided between the federal government and the provinces. It operates under a parliamentary democracy, where the government is elected by and accountable to Parliament. Additionally, as a constitutional monarchy, the head of state is a monarch whose powers are outlined and restricted by the law or constitution. Question 49. When were the responsibilities of the federal and provincial governments in Canada defined? A. 1776, B. 1867, C. 1982, D. 2000. The correct answer is B. 1867. The responsibilities of the federal and provincial governments in Canada were defined in 1867 with the enactment of the British North America Act, now known as the Constitution Act, 1867. This foundational statute outlined the division of powers between the federal government and the provinces, establishing Canada as a federal state with a parliamentary system and a constitutional monarchy. Question 50. What is the role of the federal government in Canada? A. It handles municipal government, education, and health. B. It is responsible for defense, foreign policy, and other matters of national and international concern. C. It only manages natural resources and property rights. D. It is restricted to cultural affairs and sporting events. The correct answer is B. It is responsible for defense, foreign policy, and other matters of national and international concern. The federal government in Canada holds responsibility for national defense, foreign affairs, and other areas that affect the country as a whole. This includes issues like economic policy, immigration, and interprovincial trade. The federal government's role is critical in representing Canada on the international stage and managing relationships with other nations. Question 51. What powers do the provinces have in Canada's federal system? A. They only deal with foreign trade and currency. B. They manage municipal government, education, health, natural resources, and highways. C. Provinces are only responsible for national defense and currency. D. They handle international relations and defense. The correct answer is B. They manage municipal government, education, health, natural resources, and highways. In Canada's federal system, provincial governments have significant responsibilities over local matters such as municipal government, education, healthcare, natural resources, and the maintenance of provincial highways. These powers allow the provinces to address region-specific needs and priorities, tailoring their policies to best serve their residents. Question 52. What year did Canada adopt its official coat of arms and national motto as expressions of national pride? A. After the Second World War. B. After the First World War. C. In 1867 during Confederation. D. In 1965 with the new flag. The correct answer is B. After the First World War. Canada's official coat of arms was adopted in 1921 following the First World War. This emblem and the national motto, Amari usque ad mare, from sea to sea, were chosen to symbolize Canada's national identity and sovereignty, reflecting its achievements and aspirations as a growing nation after the war. Question 53. When was the beaver adopted as a symbol by the St. Jean-Baptiste Society? A. 1620, B. 1776, C. 1834, D. 1901. The correct answer is C. 1834. The beaver was adopted as a symbol by the St. Jean-Baptiste Society in 1834. The society, which aimed to promote French-Canadian interests and culture, chose the beaver due to its significance in the Canadian fur trade and its reputation for hard work and perseverance, qualities they admired and sought to embody. Question 54. On which Canadian coin can the beaver be found? A. The 1-cent coin, B. The 5-cent coin, C. The 10-cent coin, D. The 25-cent coin. The correct answer is B. The 5-cent coin. The beaver, a symbol of Canada's history in the fur trade and an emblem of hard work and perseverance, is prominently featured on the Canadian 5-cent coin. This design choice reflects the beaver's significance in Canadian cultural and historical identity. Question 55. Which provinces have the beaver on their coats of arms? A. British Columbia and Quebec. B. Manitoba and Nova Scotia. C. Saskatchewan and Alberta. D. Ontario and New Brunswick. The correct answer is D. Ontario and New Brunswick. Both Ontario and New Brunswick feature the beaver on their provincial coats of arms, symbolizing the historical significance of the fur trade in their regional economies and cultural heritage. The beaver represents industry and perseverance, qualities highly valued in these provinces' histories. Question 56. When did Canada start its own honor system with the Order of Canada? A. 1867, B. 1967, C. 1980, D. 2002. The correct answer is B. 1967. Canada established its own honor system, the Order of Canada, in 1967. This system was created to recognize outstanding achievement, dedication to the community, and service to the nation. The Order of Canada is one of the country's highest civilian honors and reflects the philosophy of recognizing the exceptional merit of Canadians. Question 57. What do the French and English versions of the national anthem have in common? A. They share the same melody but have different words. B. They are completely identical in words and melody. C. They are sung to different tunes. D. They have different melodies and themes. The correct answer is A. They share the same melody but have different words. The French and English versions of the Canadian national anthem share the same melody, reflecting the unity of the country, but they have different lyrics. Each set of lyrics expresses national pride and identity, tailored to the linguistic and cultural contexts of French and English Canadians. Question 58. What kind of occasions is the royal anthem God Save the Queen or King played or sung? A. Only during the Queen's or King's birthday. B. Exclusively at sports events. C. Any occasion when Canadians wish to honor the sovereign. D. Solely at military ceremonies. The correct answer is C. Any occasion when Canadians wish to honor the sovereign. God Save the Queen, or God Save the King, the royal anthem of Canada, is played or sung on various occasions specifically to honor the sovereign. This includes events such as royal visits, official ceremonies, and other significant occasions where honoring the monarchy is deemed appropriate. Question 59. When is Canada Day celebrated? A. June 1st, B. July 1st, C. August 1, D. September 1. The correct answer is B. July 1st. Canada Day is celebrated on July 1st each year. It marks the anniversary of Confederation in 1867 when the British North America Act came into effect, uniting 3 colonies into a single country called Canada. This day is celebrated across the country with fireworks, parades, and other festive activities. Question 60. Which national public holiday is observed on the second Monday of October? A. Labor Day, B. Thanksgiving Day, C. Remembrance Day, D. Sir Wilfrid Laurier Day. The correct answer is B. Thanksgiving Day. In Canada, Thanksgiving Day is celebrated on the second Monday of October. It is a time for Canadians to give thanks for the harvest and other blessings of the past year. This holiday is marked with family gatherings and festive meals, often featuring traditional dishes like turkey and pumpkin pie. Question 61. Who was the first black man and the first person of African descent to be awarded the Victoria Cross? A. Corporal Philip Conowall, B. Captain Billy Bishop, C. Lieutenant Alexander Roberts Dunn, D. Able Seaman William Hall. The correct answer is D. Able Seaman William Hall. Able Seaman William Hall was the first black man and the first person of African descent to be awarded the Victoria Cross. He earned this prestigious military honor for his actions during the Siege of Lucknow in 1857, which was part of the Indian Rebellion against British rule. Hall's bravery in combat distinguished him as a notable figure in military history. Question 62. What significant action led to Lieutenant Robert Hampton Gray being awarded the Victoria Cross? A. Leading a successful peacekeeping mission. B. Bombing and sinking a Japanese warship in August 1945. C. Rescuing comrades under fire. D. Outstanding leadership in a military training exercise. The correct answer is B. Bombing and sinking a Japanese warship in August 1945. Lieutenant Robert Hampton Gray was awarded the Victoria Cross for his actions on August 9, 1945, during an attack on a Japanese warship in Onagawa Bay. Despite intense enemy fire and being mortally wounded, he successfully bombed and sank the warship. His courageous action and sacrifice were recognized posthumously with the Victoria Cross, the highest military decoration awarded for valor in the face of the enemy to members of the armed forces of various Commonwealth countries. Question 63. What is the significance of Vimy Day in Canada? A. It marks the signing of the Constitution Act. B. It commemorates the birth of Sir John A. Macdonald. C. It is a day to remember the Battle of Vimy Ridge. D. It celebrates the end of the First World War. The correct answer is C. It is a day to remember the Battle of Vimy Ridge. Vimy Day in Canada is observed to commemorate the Battle of Vimy Ridge, a pivotal World War I battle, which is often cited as a moment of national pride and awareness for Canada. The battle, which took place in April 1917, saw Canadian forces succeed where other Allied troops had failed, securing a significant victory against German forces. This event is remembered for the remarkable courage displayed and is often seen as a defining moment in the emergence of Canada as an independent nation on the world stage. Question 64. On which date is Remembrance Day observed in Canada? A. October 31st, B. November 11, C. December 1st, D. January 1. The correct answer is B. November 11. Remembrance Day in Canada is observed on November 11th each year. This date commemorates the armistice agreement that ended the First World War on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918. The day honors the memory of all Canadians who have served their country in war, particularly those who lost their lives. Across Canada, people observe a moment of silence at 11 a.m. on this day to remember and honor those who have served. Question 65. Who was the first member of the Canadian Corps not born in the British Empire to be awarded the Victoria Cross? A. Lieutenant Robert Hampton Gray, B. Captain Billy Bishop, C. Captain Paul Triquet, D. Corporal Philip Conowall. The correct answer is D. Corporal Philip Conowall. Corporal Philip Conowall, born in Ukraine, was the first member of the Canadian Corps not born in the British Empire to be awarded the Victoria Cross. He received this prestigious award for his extraordinary bravery during the Battle of Hill 70 in August 1917 during World War I, where he demonstrated remarkable courage and leadership under intense combat conditions. Question 66. Which holiday is celebrated on the Monday preceding May 25th? A. Canada Day, B. Labor Day, C. Victoria Day, D. Thanksgiving Day. The correct answer is C. Victoria Day. Victoria Day is celebrated in Canada on the Monday preceding May 25th. This holiday honors Queen Victoria's birthday and also marks the unofficial beginning of the summer season in Canada. It is a public holiday that is celebrated with fireworks, parades, and outdoor events. Question 67. Which day is celebrated as Easter Monday in Canada? A. The Monday before Easter Sunday, B. The Monday immediately following Easter Sunday, C. The first Monday of April, D. The last Monday of April. The correct answer is B. The Monday immediately following Easter Sunday. Easter Monday is the day after Easter Sunday, a significant celebration in Christian faiths that commemorates the resurrection of Jesus Christ. It is observed as a public holiday in many parts of Canada. Question 68. When is Labor Day celebrated in Canada? A. The last Monday of August, B. The first Monday of September, C. The second Monday of September, D. The last Monday of September. The correct answer is B. The first Monday of September. Labor Day in Canada is celebrated on the first Monday of September. It is a public holiday that marks the contributions of workers and the labor movement to the country. It is often considered the unofficial end of summer, with many people enjoying the long weekend as a last summer holiday. Question 69. Sir Wilfrid Laurier Day, commemorating the birthday of Canada's 7th Prime Minister, is observed on which date? A. November 11th, B. November 20, C. December 1st, D. December 25. The correct answer is B. November 20. Sir Wilfrid Laurier Day is observed on November 20th, which marks the birthday of Sir Wilfrid Laurier, Canada's 7th Prime Minister. This day is designated to honor his contributions to the country and his role in shaping modern Canada. Question 70. When do Canadians celebrate Boxing Day? A. December 24th, B. December 25, C. December 26, D. December 31. The correct answer is December 26. Boxing Day, celebrated on December 26th, is a public holiday in Canada that traditionally follows Christmas Day. It is a day when people often shop for post-Christmas sales and is also observed as a day to give boxes of gifts to the less fortunate. Question 71. What is Prince Edward Island best known for? A. Its large urban centers. B. Its mountainous terrain. C. Its beaches, red soil, and agriculture, especially potatoes. D. Its extensive oil and gas fields. The correct answer is C. Its beaches, red soil, and agriculture, especially potatoes. Prince Edward Island is renowned for its picturesque landscapes, including beautiful beaches and unique red soil. It is particularly famous for its agriculture, especially potato farming, which is a significant part of the island's economy and culture. Question 72. What is a major part of Newfoundland and Labrador's economy today? A. Agriculture, B. Textile production, C. Offshore oil and gas extraction, D. Information technology. The correct answer is C. Offshore oil and gas extraction. Newfoundland and Labrador's economy is significantly bolstered by offshore oil and gas extraction, which has become a major industry in the region, contributing to its economic growth and development. Question 73. New Brunswick is unique because it is the only province that is A, the smallest in area, B, located entirely above the Arctic Circle, C, officially bilingual, D, a major producer of citrus fruits. The correct answer is C, officially bilingual. New Brunswick is the only officially bilingual province in Canada, recognizing both English and French as official languages at the provincial level. This status is a key aspect of its cultural and administrative identity. Question 74. What contributes to the economy of Labrador? A, vineyards, B, immense hydroelectric resources, C, diamond mines, D, software development. The correct answer is B, immense hydroelectric resources. Labrador is known for its significant hydroelectric resources, which are a major contributor to its economy. The region has large-scale hydroelectric projects that supply power to several parts of North America. Question 75. St. John, known as a large city, port, and manufacturing center, is located in which province? A, Newfoundland and Labrador, B, Nova Scotia, C, Prince Edward Island, D, New Brunswick. The correct answer is D, New Brunswick. St. John is a significant urban area in New Brunswick, known for its deep water port and extensive manufacturing industry. Question 76. Which Atlantic province has a vibrant culture sustained by its Celtic and Gaelic traditions? A, Prince Edward Island, B, Newfoundland and Labrador, C, Nova Scotia, D, New Brunswick. The correct answer is C, Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia has a rich history of Celtic and Gaelic traditions influenced by Scottish settlers. It remains a hub of Gaelic language and culture in Canada. Question 77. Prince Edward Island is famously the setting for which much-loved story about the adventures of a little red-headed orphan girl? A, The Tale of Peter Rabbit, B, Anne of Green Gables, C, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, D, Little Women. The correct answer is B, Anne of Green Gables. Anne of Green Gables, by Lucy Maud Montgomery, is set in the picturesque Prince Edward Island and follows the life and adventures of Anne Shirley, an imaginative and talkative girl who is adopted by siblings Marilla and Matthew Cuthbert. Question 78. The only officially bilingual province in Canada known for its Loyalist and French cultural heritage is A, Newfoundland and Labrador, B, Nova Scotia, C, Prince Edward Island, D, New Brunswick. The correct answer is D, New Brunswick. New Brunswick is the only officially bilingual province in Canada, reflecting its mixed heritage of both English-speaking Loyalists and a significant Francophone population. Question 79. Located in the Appalachian Range, which province is known for its second-largest river system on North America's Atlantic coastline? A, Newfoundland and Labrador, B, Nova Scotia, C, Prince Edward Island, D, New Brunswick. The correct answer is D, New Brunswick. New Brunswick, traversed by the Appalachian Mountains, is home to the St. John River system, which is significant along the Atlantic coastline. Question 80. What percentage of Canadian manufactured goods are produced by Ontario and Quebec? A, about 50%, B, more than 60%, C, more than 3/4, D, nearly 90%. The correct answer is C, more than 3/4. Ontario and Quebec together are major hubs of manufacturing in Canada, historically accounting for more than 3/4 of the country's manufacturing output. Question 81. How many people live in Quebec? A, nearly 5 million, B, nearly 6 million, C, nearly 7 million, D, nearly 8 million. The correct answer is D, nearly 8 million. As of the latest estimates, Quebec has a population that is closer to 8 million, reflecting its status as the second most populous province in Canada after Ontario. However, the study guide published in 2012 stated that the population of Quebec was nearly 7 million. Question 82. What are Alberta's national parks known for? A, being the oldest in Canada, B, housing the country's largest lakes, C, containing 5 national parks, including Banff National Park, renowned for their natural beauty and recreational opportunities, D, focusing exclusively on marine life conservation. The correct answer is C, containing 5 national parks, including Banff National Park, renowned for their natural beauty and recreational opportunities. Alberta is home to several stunning national parks, including Banff and Jasper, which are known worldwide for their breathtaking landscapes and diverse recreational activities. Question 83. What is the primary economic base of Manitoba? A. Tourism and hospitality. B. Technology and innovation. C. Agriculture, mining, and hydroelectric power generation. D. Fisheries and marine products. The correct answer is C. Agriculture, mining, and hydroelectric power generation. Manitoba's economy is notably supported by its strong agricultural sector, but also benefits significantly from mining and the generation of hydroelectric power, which are major contributors to its economic stability. Question 84. Where is the Training Academy of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police located? A. Winnipeg, Manitoba. B. Regina, Saskatchewan. C. Edmonton, Alberta. D. Calgary, Alberta. The correct answer is B. Regina, Saskatchewan. The RCMP Training Academy, also known as Depot Division, is located in Regina, Saskatchewan. It has been the training facility for new RCMP officers since its establishment. Question 85. Which of these is not a characteristic of the Prairie Province's climate? A. Mostly dry conditions. B. Cold winters and hot summers. C. High humidity and frequent rainfall. The correct answer is C. High humidity and frequent rainfall. The Prairie Provinces, consisting of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba, are known for their mostly dry conditions with cold winters and hot summers. High humidity and frequent rainfall are not typical of this region's climate. Question 86. Manitoba's St. Boniface is notable for having A. The largest Inuit community in southern Canada. B. Western Canada's largest Francophone community. C. The highest number of Scottish descendants in Canada. D. The biggest Asian night market in the Prairie Provinces. The correct answer is B. Western Canada's largest Francophone community. St. Boniface, a district in Winnipeg, Manitoba, is renowned for its rich Francophone culture and history, housing Western Canada's largest Francophone community. Question 87. What is British Columbia known for geographically? A. Its vast deserts. B. Its extensive river systems. C. Its majestic mountains and status as Canada's Pacific Gateway. D. Its large prairie lands. The correct answer is C. Its majestic mountains and status as Canada's Pacific Gateway. British Columbia is renowned for its diverse and striking landscapes, particularly its impressive mountain ranges and coastline along the Pacific Ocean, making it a vital gateway for international commerce and travel. Question 88. Yellowknife is renowned as the A. Oil capital of Canada, B. Diamond capital of North America, C. Gold capital of the world, D. Uranium capital of North America. The correct answer is B. Diamond capital of North America. Yellowknife has earned a reputation as the diamond capital of North America due to its significant role in the mining and production of diamonds in Canada, particularly since the discovery of major diamond deposits in the late 20th century. Question 89. The Mackenzie River is significant because it is A. The longest river in Canada, B. The second longest river system in North America, C. The deepest river in the world, D. The widest river in North America. The correct answer is B. The second longest river system in North America. The Mackenzie River is renowned as the second longest river system in North America after the Mississippi-Missouri River system. It plays a crucial role in the Canadian hydrological landscape. Question 90. Nunavut was established in 1999 from A. The western part of the Northwest Territories, B. The eastern part of the Northwest Territories, including all of the former district of Keewatin, C. The northern part of Ontario, D. The division of Manitoba. The correct answer is B. The eastern part of the Northwest Territories, including all of the former district of Keewatin. Nunavut was created from the eastern parts of the Northwest Territories, incorporating the entire area of the former district of Keewatin, marking a significant change in Canada's territorial divisions. Question 91. The capital of Nunavut, Iqaluit, was formerly known as A. Ellesmere Port, B. Frobisher Bay, C. Victoria Land, D. Hudson Bay. The correct answer is B. Frobisher Bay. Iqaluit, the capital of Nunavut, was known as Frobisher Bay until 1987, a name derived from the nearby bay named after the English explorer Martin Frobisher. Question 92. What unique legislative process is used in Nunavut? A. The direct election of the Premier by the people. B. The appointment of ministers by the Canadian Prime Minister. C. The selection of a Premier and ministers by consensus by the Legislative Assembly. D. a traditional council of elders governing the territory. The correct answer is C, the selection of a premier and ministers by consensus by the Legislative Assembly. In Nunavut, the premier and ministers are uniquely selected by consensus among the members of the Legislative Assembly, reflecting traditional Inuit methods of decision-making. Question 93. Which of the following is a key responsibility of the Canadian Rangers? A, conducting maritime patrols along the coast. B, managing wildlife reserves across Canada. C, traveling by snowmobile in the winter and all-terrain vehicles in the summer for Arctic sovereignty. D, overseeing international trade through the Northwest Passage. The correct answer is C, traveling by snowmobile in the winter and all-terrain vehicles in the summer for Arctic sovereignty. The Canadian Rangers are primarily responsible for patrols and surveillance in Canada's northern, coastal, and isolated areas, helping maintain a visible Canadian presence in these regions. Question 94. What is the official language and the first language in schools in Nunavut? A, English, B, French, C, Inuktitut, D, Cree. The correct answer is C, Inuktitut. In Nunavut, Inuktitut is one of the official languages and is a primary language of instruction in many schools, reflecting the strong cultural heritage of the Inuit population in the region. Question 95. What event occurred in 1972 and is often referred to as the goal heard around the world? A, the Olympic Games, B, the FIFA World Cup, C, the Canada-Soviet Summit Series, D, the Super Bowl. The correct answer is C, the Canada-Soviet Summit Series. This historic ice hockey series between Canada and the Soviet Union featured intense matches and culminated in a dramatic win for Canada, secured by Paul Henderson's famous goal, which indeed became known as the goal heard around the world. Question 96. Who is Mark Tewksbury? A, a professional soccer player. B, an Olympic gold medalist and activist for gay and lesbian Canadians. C, a renowned scientist. D, a famous actor. The correct answer is B, an Olympic gold medalist and activist for gay and lesbian Canadians. Mark Tewksbury is celebrated not only for his achievements in the pool, where he won a gold medal at the 1992 Barcelona Olympics, but also for his advocacy on behalf of the LGBTQ+ community. Question 97. Who carried the flag after winning a gold medal in speed skating at the 2002 Olympic Winter Games? A, Catriona Lemay-Doan, B, Wayne Gretzky, C, Terry Fox, D, Donovan Bailey. The correct answer is A, Catriona Lemay-Doan. Catriona Lemay-Doan, a celebrated Canadian speed skater, proudly carried the flag after her gold medal win at the 2002 Olympic Winter Games. Question 98. What is the championship trophy for professional Canadian football? A, Super Bowl trophy, B, Stanley Cup, C, Grey Cup, D, World Series trophy. The correct answer is C, Grey Cup. The Grey Cup is the championship trophy awarded annually in Canadian professional football. Question 99. Who had an idea of the telephone at his summer house in Canada? A, Alexander Graham Bell. B, Joseph Armand Bombardier. C, Sir Sanford Fleming. D, Matthew Evans. The correct answer is Alexander Graham Bell. Alexander Graham Bell is credited with inventing the first practical telephone, with the idea famously coming to him at his summer residence in Canada. Question 100. Who invented the snowmobile, a lightweight winter vehicle? A, Alexander Graham Bell. B, Joseph Armand Bombardier. C, Sir Sanford Fleming. D, Matthew Evans. The correct answer is B, Joseph Armand Bombardier. Joseph Armand Bombardier is the inventor of the snowmobile, a vehicle that has become essential for travel in snowy northern regions. His invention greatly impacted winter transportation, providing a practical solution to navigating through snow. Thank you all for joining us through this enlightening series of questions about Canada. We've explored a diverse range of topics, including Canada's rich history, its political and legislative landscape, notable Canadian figures, and geographical highlights that define this great nation. We hope this series has enhanced your understanding and appreciation of Canada and serves as a beneficial tool in your preparation for the Canadian Citizenship Test. For those eager to delve deeper and continue your learning journey, we invite you to visit citizenshipready.ca. There, you'll find an extensive collection of practice questions that cover many more facets of Canadian culture, governance, and history, tailored to aid you in your preparations for the Canadian Citizenship Test.